What's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you my current setup for wild camping out on Dartmoor. Now all of this is still budget friendly, but they are at the higher end of the budget that I have. So firstly, there are 5 main pieces of equipment that you need for wild camping and that you should consider spending a little bit more money on. So the first thing I would consider buying is obviously a bag. Now this is the Eurohike Nepal 85. I've had this for quite a few months now and I use it all the time because, in my opinion, it's a good bag. This cost me £40 from Go Outdoors, but you can get it on offer for as low as £30. Now obviously it's called the Nepal 85 and that means 85 litres. You can get a smaller version of this, which is the 65, meaning 65 litres, which Alex has, and he has done a review on that. And I've done a video on this one, not a review, but to show how much you can actually fit in this 85 litre backpack. Next thing on your list would be a tent. Now this is the OEX Rakoon 2.1. It's a 2-man tent, freestanding dome tent. Very good. So I'm going to get this set up and I'll bring you back when it's up. So now that the tent is set up, you can see how big it is. It's not really big enough for 2 people, but if you're solo camping or you're taking separate tents, then this is my go-to because you've got lots of room inside for 1 person. You've got the head height, and I'll be honest, it's quite lightweight, coming in at just over 2.7 kilos. You can pick this up for around £140, but you can also get this on offer quite often for £109 from Go Outdoors. So it is worth keeping an eye out for some deals, shop around, but this tent is definitely worth the £140 that you would pay. So moving on to your sleeping system. You're going to want to get a sleep pad. Now I've gone for the Trekology UL80. And this is a very comfortable sleeping mat. I haven't found one at a reasonable price that is this comfy. So this costs £40, but you can get a discount on Amazon, which is around 12%. So that means you can get this down to just over £35. And for what it is, it's definitely worth it. The only issue with this sleeping pad is that it isn't self-inflating and there's no pump that comes with it. So you do have to make sure you do have a pump or you have enough capacity in your lungs to blow it up by your mouth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blow it up with my OEX mini pump, and that does it in just under a minute. So there we go. That is the Trekology UL80 pumped up. As you can see, it's not very wide, but it is thick. It's 10 centimeters thick. So that means you're going to be really comfy in your sleep. And for me, I'm a side sleeper and I have had no problems with being comfortable in this. You can get a wider version, which is the Trekology UL120. And I think that is 76 centimeters wide instead of 500. And I think the price is £60 for that. I'm not entirely sure. But for me, this is ideal. And as I said, £40 or £35 with a discount. Next would be your sleeping bag. Now, I have a problem with sleeping bags. I'm quite a big guy, as you can see. So mummy sleeping bags aren't really ideal for me. But this one, the OEX Fathom EV 300, is spot on. I've not had a complaint about this because it is lightweight, it's roomy inside, and it keeps me super warm on a cold night, and it's just ideal. And there it is. This is a really comfy sleeping bag. It doesn't feel very thick, but it's definitely kept me warm on some cold nights. It is advertised as a 3-season sleeping bag. I wouldn't really want to be taking it when it's down in the minus degrees. But for autumn camps, early spring camps, summer camps, it does the job very well. This is £59 at a standard price, but you can get this for as low as £47 I've seen today online. It's a bargain, really. And finally, the last item that you should spend some money on is a stove. This is the OEX Tacana Solo Stove, and I've had this near enough since day one of camping, and it served me very well. It's a very good stove. It's a relatively good price when you get it on a deal. Normally this retails at £79, but when I bought this when this was on offer, and I got it for just £40. So that's a big saving on such a good large capacity stove. This holds 1 litres worth of water. Make sure you look out for deals, because this is bang on for what you need. So that's it for my wild camp setup. That is the basic 5 things. I've got my bag, I've got my tent, I've got my sleep pad, I've got my sleeping bag, and I've got my stove. Everything else that you need for wild camping can be pretty inexpensive. So to get all of this would cost you £358. But if you keep an eye out for the deals, and you do get them when there are sales on, you can get the price down to as low as £261. Now that is a saving of £97 in total. So that's pretty good, if I'm honest. So remember, camping doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to buy the most expensive tent or the best tent or the best sleeping bag. And to be honest, the OEX branded stuff at full price is a bargain anyway. OEX is the mid-range side of the Go Outdoors brand, and especially the tents, I mean, they're such good quality. They're generally lightweight. They're hydrostatic head rating of 5,000 millimeters across all models except from the ultralight, where I think they're 2,000. And they're relatively inexpensive. The sleeping pad, brilliant. I would like to upgrade to the wider version, so I might look at that in the future. The sleeping bag, bang on, keeps me comfy. The Eurohike Nepal 85 bag that I use, super comfy on my back. It's got rails on the back, so it keeps it nice and straight on your back, so it's not hurting or overloading. And the stove that I use, the OEX Tacana Solo, bang on, again, love it. Very fuel efficient. So all of that for £261 really, if you get the bargains. So thank you for watching. If you want to see a review of all of the equipment here, they will be in this playlist right here. And that's it. That's me done. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, please consider subscribing to the channel for more hiking, wild camping, and gear reviews. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. I'll see you later.